I want to talk about the ongoing crisis in the Southeast. Welcome to the channel, and this is Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps. I'm sure many of us are not new to this channel, but if you're new to the channel, we welcome you, and we hope that you would take a lot of what we do on this platform and spread it to those within your own network so that we can grow together and we can learn and also share views. Sometimes we might disagree with each other. It is normal. It is not new, because humans would never be the same. We are different, and our views and opinions will always not be the same. So let me take us to the current crisis as we know in the Middle East. And what do we need to talk about is all about the impact of the current war between United States of America, Iran, and Israel. And it is also spreading quickly to not just those three countries. Many countries around the world are now affected. And if the crisis of the war continues, we are likely to see more impact from the energy and the oil. So I want to give us some kind of background, because many people will be affected, even countries that have crude oil like Nigeria. As of today, the pump price in Nigeria is literally over 1,000 Naira. And for those of you that probably might be wondering what is 1,000 Naira in the equivalent of pound sterling today. So 1 pound will give you 1,875 Naira, 1 pound. And the pump price is 1,000. $1 would give you approximately just close to 1,250. I'm not sure what is the exchange rate as of today. Once again, this is Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. We have our website that talks about everything within Nigeria and also what is happening globally. You can connect to that website, www.koikimediainternationalnews.com. And if it got to do with the self-determination campaign that we are fighting and our inalienable right, you can visit koikimedia.com. If you want to be part of us, you can follow us on our WhatsApp channel or WhatsApp group. We're also on Twitter, which is X today. We're on TikTok, Koiki Media. We're on Instagram, Koiki Media. We're on Facebook, Koiki Media, and Koiki Media Odudua. If you want to reach out to me directly, my number is +4475 94050 979. I'll repeat that number again. WhatsApp or direct, if you're living in the UK or you want to give me a call direct, +4475 94050 979. So let's come back. Now, I've given you what I want to talk about, and I want to know in the comment section, are you also, or would your country likely to be affected with the oil and energy that has been impacted due to the ongoing war in Iran, Israel, and the United States of America? The oil prices have surged as of today past $100 per barrel. For the first time since 2022, which is approximately 4 years ago. The last time the oil barrel was $100 to the barrel was in 2022. The question now is the market impact and the prices. The Brent crude oil surged to $115.50 as at the early Monday before the trading was close to about $107. The WT crude jumped as much as 27% to over $115 per barrel. Natural gas, the European benchmark prices jumped 50% on Monday following Qatar's energy halt of LNG production due to the attacks. We've seen most of the drones coming from Iran attacking the infrastructures of these, oil production country like Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and this is having a big impact in that region, and is also having impact across the globe. The global stock market in Asia and Europe plummeted, with the FTSE 100 falling 1.3% and the South Korea COPSI dropping 6%. So almost everything is affected from the stock market. We're seeing the impact of the ongoing war and also the gas and the crude oil. Let's continue. Supply and infrastructure disruptions. What we know today is that many of the production in Qatar has either been shut down for safety purposes or the production has been reduced due to the ongoing attack from Iran. Strait of Hormuz, that is where most of the shippings are traveling through as well, is currently closed due to the Revolutionary Guard saying that should not happen, even though the US is guaranteeing ship from traveling through that region of the Strait of Hormuz. We have close to about almost 115 ships that are packed. They're not moving. The goods there, all kind of goods, mostly LNG gas and crude oil, are not going anywhere. So the commercial traffic has nearly halted in the world's most critical oil choke point, through which roughly 20%, it might not be a lot, but if you look at it, 20% of what the world is using in terms of gas, oil, crude oil, and other products comes through one particular Strait of Hormuz. And that means your country will be affected. So if you're from any part of the continent, I would like to know, we're seeing the pump price of gasoline in the US going up as well. Is that the same thing in your country? Please let me know. Like I said earlier, in Nigeria today, we are seeing and witnessing the pump price that have gone from almost 800 jump to 1,000. Is that due to the ongoing Middle East crisis? As much as Nigeria has a vast amount of crude oil, yet many Nigerians are now paying a huge lump of price to get what is known as petrol. So when you look at this picture that was taken some few days ago, the MRS, the tank says 1,050 Naira. I hope you can see it. That is the MRS, one of the petrol station in Nigeria. So let's go back because of our time on this video. And like I said, please share the video, but do not pick all my videos and drop it on your own channel. It's going to be a copyright on your channel. The supply and infrastructure disruption. Strait of Hormuz commercial traffic has nearly halted in the world's most critical oil choke point, through which roughly 20% of the global supply normally passes. Production cut, Major producers including Iraq, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates have begun shutting in production as storage reaches capacity due to shipping blockage. So the way this crude oil works, from my understanding, is as they are producing, the ships are loading and they are moving. As they are producing, the ships are loading and they are moving, and it's traveling to different parts of the globe. But right now, no shipment of crude oil from this region means that the storage is full. Where do you put the next one? And it's a big impact to the current crisis that we're facing today. Aramco, Saudi Arabia state-run Aramco, temporarily shut its major Ras Tanura refinery after drones attack. Force majeure, Bahrain state oil company Babco Energy declared force majeure after an Iranian drone strike its refinery complex ablaze. That is a big problem, because to get that fix, it's going to take some time. The war is still going on. You can't put production that has been affected back on, especially if there's been a damage, because you don't know, maybe there might be another drone. What do you think about this crisis? There is now what we call political and emergency responses. The G7 meeting is taking place, where finance ministers are holding an emergency meeting to discuss a potential joint release of petroleum reserves, ordinated by the International Energy Agency, IEA. This is Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. The Iraq leadership, amid the strikes, Iran has named again Mujtaba Khamenei as the new supreme leader, following the death of his father, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The U.S. stance: President Trump's characterized the price surge as a short-term measure. But it's all the short-term things, we get back to normal. Do you believe that President Trump saying is a short-term is going to be what he's saying, or it might take more? A small price to pay for eliminating Iran's nuclear threat. So the United States President Donald Trump believes that whatever you are paying in your pump price is a short term, and it is worth everything for Iran that has a nuclear threat. There's a fuel cap. South Korea and Thailand have announced immediate fuel price caps. That means you cannot increase the pump price from what the government is saying, to protect consumers from the shock. To help you monitor this development, provide the latest stock market indices of Asia and Europe, and all this is happening at the very speed of sound. Let's look at what the BBC is also projecting today. Oil prices passes $100. I've said that earlier. A barrel for the first time since 2022, as Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, warns of Iran war's economic impact. So every one of us is going to face the impact of this war that is currently taking place. Let's give you what the UK Prime Minister says, that the longer the war goes on, the more likely the potential for an impact on our economy, and that he is working to minimize effect on UK businesses that have been struggling for some time now due to some of the economic, situation. The US president, like I said, says is a short-term price increase, a very small price to pay for world peace. Do you agree with him? Let me know in the comment section. Even the tiniest of chances for a change are no more. One person in Tehran tells us. Meanwhile, in Bahrain, 32 people have been injured after an Iranian drone strike, the state news agency. So it seems that the gas prices, we know that winter is coming off in the UK right now and other European countries, but how long we can sustain these as gas prices has also jumped. The UK gas price surged by nearly 25% to 171p a ton when trading started on Monday before slipping back. Is it the right time to buy stock? I'll be talking about that as well. The European stock market are lower following steep falls earlier in the Asia. The London FTSE 100 index is down by 1.1%. The German DAX index has dropped 1.6%, while the France CAC 40 has fallen 2%. The UK government borrowing costs have continued to rise as the market rethink the prospect for future direction of interest. Before the conflict, interest rate was cut had been expected this year, but this has changed given the expected impact of the oil price surge on inflation on Monday. So it seems that whatever we are witnessing today as citizens of different parts of the world, whether you're from Nigeria, whether you're from other African countries or Europeans, it looks like and it seems that we all be affected one way or the other. Let me know in the comment section until we bring back another new development of what is happening in the Middle East. My name is Olami Koiki, and you've been watching and listening to Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps.